This is Becton99 back with another build video. Today I'm showing you guys my power forward, sort of a PJ Tucker build, like a small ball, super stretch, I guess I can call him if I want to use some different adjectives. But yeah, make him 6'6", 6'6" wingspan, 216. The premise of this is just pretty much he's not designed to really grab boards, and he doesn't really play great defense on the interior, but this is designed to, for certain games and certain, play styles, sometimes you want to have a different experience. This one helps you feel like the ultimate stretch four. So we stopped the MIDI at a 95, and the thinking behind this build is that you're going to use your first set of cap breakers to you're going to put 4 onto your mid-range shot to turn that into a 99, and that's obviously going to make all your shooting badges legend, except for limitless range. And then you're going to take out of the 4 that you spent on mid-range, you're going to have one more cap breaker left, so you want to take that extra 1 point and put that on your 3-point shot, and just to take it to 94, and that way it's pretty much like you're wearing a 1+ arm sleeve, for the rest of, the season or the year, 2K or whatever. So if you're following along with the video, you see that we have a 92 speed, an 88 agility that gives a slippery off ball on Hall of Fame. And then the other the only real downside is you look at the defense for right now, and you're like, you have an 88, an 83 interior defense, and that's bad. Like, they're gonna, especially with the way the contest system is, it just lets them flick up the ball on you. But the counterbalance is, if that other center can shoot, you're so fast and you have enough perimeter defense as it is right now to, when he tries to take his shot on the outside, you can make him miss more often than he can make you miss, because he probably doesn't even have a perimeter. And so if you were lucky enough to get 2 cap breakers, I would take the second set of cap breakers and turn your perimeter defense into an 89. So you're on this build, I guess the downside is, or would be, that you're not going to get a lot of boards. And you're not going to be able to stop the other 7'1" in the center. I mean, when they're in the paint. But not every build has to do that. If you're going into a comp situation, I could take this into a comp situation. I could take this to the proving grounds. You give me any other center. Heck, if the other center can shoot, even better, right? But the thing is, where this becomes problematic for the other team is that if you equip your +1 badge, because once you use your cap breaker and all your other shooting badges are on legend, you can use your +1 to turn your limitless badge into a Hall of Fame limitless. And then if you use one of the deep range or deep bomber takeovers, you're shooting from half court. If you run the Make It Rain takeover, instead of running the satellite one, it gives you the marksman takeover from the mid range, or shooting from deep when you're standing still. So that way, even if they're chasing you hella high, you just have to run past your guy with who's guarding you with your slippery on ball. And once you get to the midi, you got a high ass midi, you got a 99 midi. You can turn around, do a post fade, even though you don't have the badge for fades. You can still do that shit, or you can do a midi pull up. There's so many ways that will offset the fact that you're going to give up a 2 or a rebound. Later this evening, I'm going to upload some footage of a game that I just had this afternoon, where I was in random rec by myself, and I pretty much carried the team to the W with this build. And I was being guarded by someone who made a center or a power forward that couldn't shoot. So you're going to see in the footage, yeah, he scores, but look how much I score. Look how much my team scores. Look how open the court is. Everything that he was doing, those rebounds, those kickouts, that shit don't mean shit, because if you play for the 3 and you play small ball, you're going to outscore the other team. So I thought I'd share this with you guys. Um, and this is just the way I think about it. I have different centers that can you can make a center for rebounding, you can make a center that's more all around or something like that. But if I'm playing, I want to stretch like this on my team. Complete knockdown. Gonna have legend Deadeye. Gonna be crazy in the midi, crazy from deep. Sprinting up and down the court. What more could you want? Back to now.